Gentlemen, I've got a pretty interesting video lined up for you guys today because the thing is, most men never get to learn what women actually feel when they look at you. Now, of course, this video might trigger some of you, but keep in mind, all of this goes both ways. Women judge you on appearances the same way you judge women. A few months ago, I had my buddy Chris on my channel, and we made a video together because he is a fantastic and very smart dating coach, and I wanted to sit down with him and pick his brain a little bit. If you haven't seen that video yet, I'll link to it down below. But just a few days ago, he made a post on his Instagram that I thought was completely genius, and I wanted to share some of it with you guys today, but also sort of elaborate and expand on some of these categories you're about to hear. If you don't follow Chris on social, I'll link to his Instagram down below. He's a great guy, a really effective communicator, and we're actually talking about doing another video pretty soon. All right, here's the truth, and I talk about this all the time when it comes to making first impressions. Women are judging you the second you walk in, but not only just judging what you look like, they're thinking about what it might feel like to date you. Before you even say a word, she's already making some assumptions about you. Is he confident? Does he respect himself? Is this the kind of guy who can lead, protect, and handle life like a man? Or is this just another boy she's going to have to babysit? These judgments happen whether you like it or not, right or wrong, and you do the same thing, right? So let's make sure that you are sending the right message. All right, first is your posture. The way you carry yourself screams confidence or the lack of confidence. If your shoulders are slouched over and your chest is caved in and it looks like you're trying to take up less space, you give off low self-worth. And to her, that translates to, this guy has no backbone. He won't be able to protect me. He can't stand up for himself, let alone for me. She's already imagining what it would feel like to date you, and she's picturing herself constantly having to take the lead and feeling unprotected. But on the flip side, if you stand up tall, chest up, you look like a man who is confident, grounded, and capable. She'll feel safe around you even without realizing exactly why. This next one might sound familiar if you've seen some of my videos, but it's your shoes. Dirty shoes, or if they're falling apart or crusty and creased, these are dead giveaways that you cut corners. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Women notice your shoes. Women also know that how you treat your shoes usually reflects how you treat everything. So if your shoes look like just an afterthought, she'll assume that you're lazy in love and lazy in life. She's picturing herself with you, so she's already thinking that you'll be the guy who forgets anniversaries and shows up to dinner with the same hoodie that you wore to the gym. Don't be that guy. Clean, intentional shoes indicate that you have standards. You notice the details and you follow through. These are the exact traits that separate men from boys. Number 3 is your grooming and your hygiene. Scraggly, nasty, untrimmed beards, yellow teeth, and dirty, crusty fingernails are automatic turnoffs. They signal to her that you've given up on any type of self-care. And to her, because she's already thinking about what it would be like to sleep with you, it means, to her anyway, that intimacy with you would be awkward and gross. She's already picturing herself having to constantly nag you to clean yourself up. But on the other hand, when you take care of yourself, it sends the message that you respect her enough to put in some effort. It's so interesting. She's already thinking about what it would be like being intimate with you. Think about that for a minute, because chances are you've done the same thing when you see a beautiful woman. Attraction goes both ways, and confidence in intimate moments matters, right? Feeling secure in the bedroom can make all the difference. Many people are already familiar with treatments for erectile concerns, and maybe you've tried some, but Murrieta Ready is a prescription option designed differently. So if you're looking for something beyond the usual pill, I want you to meet today's sponsor, Murrieta Ready. Murrieta Ready is a prescription treatment that combines ingredients supporting blood flow with one that may help signal arousal in the brain, which may play a role for a lot of guys. And it's also delivered in a dissolvable tablet format. If you've tried other options and are curious about something different, Murrieta Ready may be an option worth exploring. Its 3-in-1 formula dissolves under your tongue to absorb fast. And many men report that the medication works quickly and that effects can last for hours, though timing can vary. That means that you can stay confident, present, and in control when the moment's right. Over 200,000 men have tried Murrieta Ready, and you can see their experiences on their website. Getting started is very simple. Murrieta connects you with a board-certified doctor 100% online, and if prescribed, your treatment ships quickly right to your door. Connect with a provider at Murrieta.com to see if a Murrieta Ready prescription is right for you. You can also use code FASHION to get 15% off today. That's Murrieta.com and use promo code FASHION to get 15% off today. Learn more and connect with the provider at the link down below in the description. And once again, use code FASHION for 15% off your first order. Okay, next is number 4, and it's your clothing. Now, you knew this already, but your clothes speak for you before you even open your mouth. Baggy pants, wrinkled shirts that look like you just pulled them off the floor from a pile, this signals that you just don't respect yourself. And if you don't respect yourself, she assumes that you won't appreciate her efforts either. The subtle message here is that, I don't care how I look and I won't care how you feel. That's when she stops seeing you as a partner and starts seeing you as a project, or worse, like she's dating a boy, not a man. Number 5 is eye contact. So avoiding eye contact or staring at your phone or shifting your eyes all around the room makes you look nervous, distracted, and untrustworthy. So she's going to assume that when things get tough, you'll probably just check out. You will disappear emotionally, and she will feel all alone even if you're right next to her. Now, it's not a stare down, but strong, steady eye contact paired with a nice warm smile says that you're present, trustworthy, and confident enough to lead. Okay, number 6 is your hand gestures, right? So if your hands are stuffed into your pockets all the time, or your arms are always crossed, or you're constantly just fidgeting all the time, it indicates that you are closed off and unstable. So now she'll assume that you hide things or that you'll probably crumble under pressure. She will probably feel like she has to tiptoe around you. So instead, my friend, go with open and relaxed hand gestures, because this shows confidence, honesty, and that you have nothing to hide. Number 7 is your energy and your expressions. Energy, as you know, is very contagious. So if you come off anxious, rushed, or even shut down, you're giving off stress instead of presence. Women, as you know, are emotional creatures, and they feel your vibe instantly. If you're not relaxed and grounded, she will assume that you're emotionally unavailable. And now she's picturing herself doing all of the emotional labor in the relationship. She'll feel like she needs to be the cheerleader, the supporter, and also the rock. So show a calm, confident, and playful energy, and she'll instantly feel a lot better around you. Number 8 is your skin and your hair. Dry, flaky skin, bad breath, and nose hairs poking out all scream that you ignore the basics. Now, I know this sounds like small details, but when you don't handle those details, she assumes that you'll get defensive when she might bring that up. So now she's picturing herself feeling irritated all the time, like she's with a man-child who refuses to grow up. All right, number 9 is smell and attraction. The power of scent is huge. If you smell like body odor or cheap cologne, you've already killed the mood. So she will assume now that being close to you will be uncomfortable and maybe even embarrassing in public. Smelling good is one of the fastest ways to build attraction without saying a single word. A subtle masculine fragrance says that you've got things together. Women remember how you smell sometimes more than even what you said. The thing is, gentlemen, women aren't shallow for noticing these things and imagining the two of you together. Women are instinctively looking for a man who respects himself, has standards, and can make her feel safe, desired, and appreciated. Every single one of these things is 100% in your control. So take pride in yourself and signal to her what it's going to feel like to date you. And with that, gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Live well, and I'll see you in the next one.